Do you see what an amazing view I have? I've really learned one thing, and that is to really focus on the things that you have to be grateful for and thankful for. I noticed that I find myself sitting inside a lot and working, and I have the most amazing job where I can work from anywhere I am that has internet access. And so today I was thankful for this beautiful weather, beautiful scenery. That's my backyard. I have 75-degree weather, and I thought, you know what? I work out every day. I do what I'm supposed to do. I get in a good sweat. I stay focused, but you know what? The rest of my life's pretty inactive. And I left my job to have a life of freedom. And even though I'm free to roam about my home any chance I can, I still am trapped indoors. So I took my work outside. I messaged people back as I was walking. I have my Fitbit tracking me, which basically helps me stay accountable. It helps me stay focused on the steps I'm taking, the accomplishments that I make for staying active. And so I put in my earbuds. I turn on my personal development. I've been listening to The Energy Bus by John Gordon. And this is something that helped me change my whole life around. Not once, but twice, and that's personal development. And it's so easy once you start to make those adjustments, once you start feeling great about yourself, to stop doing that. And that's one thing that I want to share with all of you, is that whether it's fitness, whether it's personal development, whether it's going to therapy, no matter what it is that you're doing that makes you feel great, don't stop when you feel like you're on top of the world, because you know what? You'll go backwards. You want to focus on getting better every day, and what's worked for you in the past, keep doing it. If it stops working, find something else. But personal development is a huge part. You know, if you don't like reading, if you don't like listening to books on audio like I do, then, you know, watch a YouTube video. There are so many out there. And that's once I started to get my life back on track, I started every morning listening to a YouTube video. You can find them anywhere from 3 to 7 or 10 minutes or even longer. So if you don't have the funds, that's not an excuse. There are motivational videos out there. There are things that are going to help you start your day. I listen to personal development every morning. My husband and I eat breakfast over personal development. While we're riding in the car, a lot of times we plug in my phone that I'm doing this Periscope from, and listen to what I am listening to on Audible. That way we get to do this. We do it with our kids, because you know what? They're our future. The next generation's our future. If you don't teach them the power of positivity and to do something good, feeding your mind, not just your body, not just through workouts or clean eating, then you know what? It's doomed. If you're taking a look at what's going on in our society, let's do all we can to get our families' minds right, to reduce divorce, to help our children succeed and see that they can overcome anything. Because there's a lot of bullying and things that go on in children's lives now that we didn't have going on when we were kids. If you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, there are so many different things out there, and they need that positive reinforcement, and so do you. You can't provide anything positive for your family if you're not feeding your mind. And so I want to encourage all of you to, especially if you're a coach out there coaching other people, is to take care of yourself first. Make sure you're doing these things. Personal development, personal development. That's one thing that as I was making laps around this pond, I listened to the Energy Bus. I did a mile and I listened to it. And what's great is I have ADD. It's easy to get sidetracked. So many people, like I said, will listen to things plugged into their phone while they're driving. But you know what? You're distracted because you're thinking about, oh my God, I gotta get to the grocery store. Oh man, I missed my turn. But you know what? When I'm walking and listening to it, number one, I'm killing so many birds with just one stone. I'm taking time out for myself. I'm staying active. I'm working towards my health and fitness goals. I'm listening to something that's feeding my mind, and I'm not distracted, because while you're listening to something, you can't be playing on your phone, getting caught up with Facebook or emails or texts, because you know what? You're going to trip and fall. You're going to run into something. So I encourage you to find a way. There's so many people out there who say, I don't do personal development because, you know, I don't have time. Well, you are driving. You drive somewhere, you have time. You have time for a 3 or 4 minute video. When you're cooking dinner, when you're doing laundry, find those time. Instead of listening to music, instead of having, you know, television on in the background noise, take the time to feed your mind, because it will make a positive impact over a course of time in your life. And there's things out there that you need to be reminded of, that you're awesome, that you're beautiful, that you're worth it, that you're deserving, that you make a difference, and you can help people. And that's one thing I want to encourage you to do. There's so many negative people, and that's the one thing that the energy bus was talking about, is just negativity. My husband and I were talking today about how, first thing this morning, about how so many people, you see it on Facebook, that they always have something to say that's negative. I could say the most uplifting thing and the most inspiring thing, and there's going to be that person out there that's super negative, that has to have something that is just masked with that skepticism and that negativity. And and most of those people usually are trying to educate you. But you know what? I have these people that I see all the time. There's always something negative they have to say. There's some doubt in their mind. And you know what? It's that law of the dump truck. That you had a shitty day and you just want to dump your shit on somebody else. And you know what? It happens all the time. It happens, and you bring it home from work, you bring it home to your family, and then they go the next day and dump it out on somebody else. So it's so important to feed your mind and have those reminders to do these things that you need to do to feel better, to be better. And you know what? The great thing about social media is there's a lot of people out there who just spread their shit through social media. But you know what? There's people like me who want to make a difference. And I don't know who's watching this Periscope. I don't know who will watch this when I post this to Facebook. I don't know who will watch this when I post this up to my YouTube channel. But somebody out there is going to need to get this message, and they are going to be that person that needs it now. And you know what? It's going to change their frame of mind. It's going to change what they post on Facebook. And you know what? It caused a ripple effect, and you can make a difference. And that is what I want to share with you. So social media, ignore all that junk. Find the people that you want to be surrounded by. You know what? Your family members, your friends, these people that you come in contact with daily, your coworkers, they may be evil, negative, horrible people to you. But you know what? Social media, you can find the positivity. There may be people you don't even know, but they can be a huge reinforcement into that the world is good, and that you are good, and that you can do good, and that you deserve it. So I hope that you share this message. I hope that this helps your day, and I hope that you get started and, engage in personal development. Give me 7 days of waking up every morning and finding some motivational speech from somebody out there. All you have to do is go to youtube.com and type in motivational speech, motivational speakers, motivational videos, and there will be tons of them. I have tons of them saved in my watch later playlist on YouTube, so that every morning I don't have to go search for one. It just takes guesswork out. I play it, and it starts my day off right. It reminds me why I need to do what I need to do. And you know what? I've seen the impact it's made on my followers and my friends, the people on my team, my friends, my children, my husband. So it does work. Don't say it doesn't work if you're not willing to do it. But give me 7 days. I challenge you.